Let me talk about CSS box model. The CSS box model defines how elements are sized, positioned, and rendered on the web page. When browser loads an HTML document, it creates a DOM tree and assigns a box to each element. This box calculates the element dimensions and positions. The box model is consists of four parts. The inner layer part is represented as a content. The next layer is represented as a padding. The third layer is represented as a border. Then fourth layer is represented as a margin. The content is represented as a text or any image or any video. The padding is a space between a border and content. Then border, each element as a border, it has to be placed in between margin and padding. Every element has a border. The next layer is margin. The outside of the border is represented as a margin. Let me show you another diagram. Look at this diagram. This is the content part, the content width and height. The next padding right, then border right, then margin right. When you comes to here, the padding bottom, border bottom, then margin bottom. When you comes to the left part, margin left, border left, padding left. When you comes to the top, margin top, border top, padding top. Okay, each element has these four components. When element is rendered on the web page, each and every element is represented as a rectangle box. Let me explain you with the help of the example. Look at this example. The title is CSS Box Model Demo. I created the first division. The content is first division. I created the second division. The content was second division. Then how this content is displayed on the web page? Look at here. The first division, the second division. Then let me inspect each and every element on the web page. Look at here. This is represented as a box model. Then first layer is represented as a content. Then if I click on here, if I click on the first division, then here the content is first division. The next layer is padding. Okay, padding is 0. That is no background color is visible over there. Then border is 0. That's why that color is background color is not visible for that element. Then margin is also be 0. Then I will add one after another. If I comes to the second division, then what is the content part is second division. Here also the padding, border, margin is 0. Let me add the padding and margin and border as a CSS properties. Border, border width 2 pixels, border style solid, then border color I given as red. Then save it once. Then how it will be represented for each and every element? The border is drawn for each and every element. Padding 20 pixels. Then look at here. The space between the border and content is represented as a padding. Look at here. This is the content. This is the padding. This is about the border. The background color is showing a border. Then this is represented margin. Margin is 0. That is no background color is showing. Let me add margin for both elements. The margin, the margin 10 pixels. You can see the difference. Okay, because margin is 10 pixel for each side. The margin left, margin right, margin bottom, and margin top. Okay, let me show you once again. This is the content part. This is called the padding of each element. This is the border of each element. This is the margin. Then let me see for first element. If you selected the first division, then content division is displaying. The padding area is also be displayed. Then border is also be displayed. Then next margin is also be displayed. Then let me increase the border 5 pixels. Look at here. Now the border is represented as a 5 pixel for each element. Then how that element is rendered on the web page? Each element as represented as a box. Then each box is consist of the content part, then padding part, then border and margin. Let me add width and height properties. Width should be 50 pixels. Then height should be 100 pixels. See here, the changes happened. The width and height properties are included for each and every element. The width is 50 pixel, then height is 100 pixels. Then how you calculate total width and height of the each element? Let me tell you, the width equal width plus padding left plus padding right plus border left plus border right plus margin left plus margin right. Then you calculate the height of the element, height plus padding top plus padding bottom plus border top plus border bottom plus margin top plus margin bottom. I will calculate the width and height. Width equal, then what is the width of that element is given 50 pixels, then 50 plus padding left plus padding right. Padding is 20 pixels, left and right 40 pixels plus border left plus border right. Then border is 5 pixels. All sides border left and border right 5 plus 5. Then total is 10 pixels. Then margin left plus margin right. What is the margin we given? 10. 10 plus 10, 20. Then what is the total width of that element? Then 50 plus 40, 90 plus 10, 100. Then 120. The 120 pixel, the total width of that element. Element is called here division. Each division width is 120 pixels. Let me calculate the height. What is the height we given? 100 pixels plus padding top plus padding bottom. 20 plus 20, 40 pixels. Then plus border bottom and border top, that should be a 10 pixels. Then margin top plus margin bottom, that should be a 20 pixels. Then let me add 150 plus 20, 170, 170 pixels. The total height of the element is 120 pixels. The total width of the element is 120 pixels. The total height of the element is 170 pixels. Then, if you have any doubt regarding the box model in CSS, contact me through the comment box. Thank you. Thank you all for watching my video.